What's good, watch the Commander fans? All right, as you know, Josh Harris did his press conference on Monday, um, stating a whole layout, stating a whole layout of what he is planning to do, what steps he's planning on making, giving kudos to Ron Rivera for holding it down. The reporters asked a bunch of questions. And to me, very intriguing because I've said this today, is that people don't understand the relationships of businessmen throughout business. And in the world of sports, you're going to find guys, owners that's going to be friends. They're going to have relationships. They're going to know guys. They're going to know people in all different types of sports. And they're going to make relationships with these guys. They're going to work with them in some form or another. And we are seeing that. A lot of people question Bob Myers' hiring, saying, oh, what do he know? Then you got some people on X or Twitter talking about, well, Josh Harris got to gather people to help him. See, these people have never been they never been managers. They've never been in a position to hold any title to understand that a corporation or a business doesn't run without some form of counsel. You know what I'm saying? Even in your local cities, you have county council. They all gather to make certain decisions for your city or your county. You know what I'm saying? So to question Josh Harris' motives about bringing in Bob Myers and Rick Spielman as advisors to help facilitate finding the head of operations or the new GM for the Washington Commanders. It don't make sense because Josh Harris and Bob Myers go back. They know each other. Little do you know, Bob Myers and Adam Peters know each other. They go way back. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter. And because I believe either Nikki Javala from the Washington Post, she asked the question in Josh Harris' interview is that through his other businesses with the Sixers and the Devils, did he, added any of the other guys like from different sports like hockey, baseball, and stuff like that? And Josh Harris simply said no, he didn't have to at that time. But this time is different. So why question somebody that's been doing it for so long and have a relationship with people? This is why I do not waste time reading everything that's on Twitter or every little post or column comes out, because people do not understand. For myself, I have whole multiple decisions as in management, and I know how the operation works. You have to have somebody that you want to trust and believe in that say, hey, just like if I'm a GM and I have assistant managers and shift managers, we all gonna come collectively to bring ideas to the table. But at the end of the day, I will be the one making the decision. And that's what Josh Harris alluded to early in his press conference, that it's going to come down to that. Now, he also, thanked Ron Rivera, his family, and everything for holding it down and making sure that, and he gave Ron Rivera his word that he was going to give him a year to see how things go. And even though we was calling for Ron Rivera to be fired in the middle of the season, but Josh Harris stuck to his word, kept him on until the end of the season. No matter how the season may go, if Ron Rivera had performed well, I'm sure Josh Harris would have do an evaluation from him, you know what I'm saying, and see if he was worthy for another year. But nevertheless, it didn't turn out that way. We 4-12. Josh Harris talked about the fans. He's talked about, thank the fans for coming out. They sold out every home game, something that we have never done under Daniel Snyder. So that's the first. So there are great things ahead for this Washington Commanders team. We just got to believe and trust and let Josh Harris do his job. Then when we don't see the result on the field, then that's a whole different conversation for another day. But now that you have new ownership coming in and trying to put certain structure in place, we still out here questioning. You got guys like Mike Florio out here talking crazy. Actually, I'm gonna do a report on him tomorrow. Talking greasy. Talk about Daniel. He's like Daniel Snyder or whatever the case may be, whatever. But that's Mike Florio because he don't even know what he's talking about half the damn time. But anyway, so I just want to dive into a quick thought process right now of, Josh Harris and what he was talking about and stuff. And I like the route that he's going, adding structure, finding key people that's going to help him and his management group, bringing the right people because he's going to put a winning product on the field. There's no doubt about that. He's going to put a winning product on the field, and he's going to make sure that this team be successful. This team wins games, and and do the things that they need to be done. So that's why I say for myself that Ron Rivera and not Ron Rivera, but Josh Harris is playing chess. He's not playing checkers. This man been doing this for years. Look at his teams. Even though the Sixers has not won an NBA title, but they have been competitive year in and year out, and they make the playoffs all the time. And I'm sure eventually the Sixers going to win the title. They're going to do the things that they need to do. So with that being said, just listen to the soundbite of Josh Harris that I put up on this clip, and then you give me your thoughts and stuff like that. But again, this is Live Wire Sports Entertainment. Continue to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell anytime I drop a hardcore video. Until then, hail to the Commanders. We out.